I'm WAYFINDER'S, and today we're going to talk about preparing for the Witch Queen and the things you need to get rid of, as well as things that you need to do to prep. I went super swanky for this presentation, guys, and I put it on a notepad. We're going to go over, that's right, I copied and pasted everything and organized it in a way that makes sense. We're here because the first thing on the list is the Forsaken campaign and the Tangled Shore. The wanted bounties and enemies, those are things that you buy from Spider. They do change a little bit each week. I am going to be doing these one more time before they go away. These are all wanted bounties. And they're pretty cool. There's 3 of these, 3 different bosses. Well, there used to be at least. I recommend cycling through all of them before things go away. If you buy mats at the tower, I recommend using etheric spirals because, as you can see, I only have 5,300 left because these are going away as well. Tangled Shore is going away, so these are going away. Now, when Beyond Light came, all the old mats from the old planets that were sunset were things that you could come to Spider with to buy Glimmer when they were on rotation. If you have etheric spirals left over at reset, just keep them throughout next season, just in case you can use them to buy Glimmer. For the Forsaken campaign, Dreaming City is part of that, but we are keeping the Dreaming City and everything there. So don't worry so much about that. We are keeping the Last Wish raid, thank God. It's just really sad that Tangled Shore is going away. We still have 2 weeks left for season content. So the last 2 weeks of the Beyond Light era for Season of the Lost have not been completed. And that will probably be what clues us into where the Tangled Shore is going and why. Hopefully someday we'll get it back. This is one of my favorite places. Now, the last thing that's going away with the Tangled Shore is the currency that you use to buy the bounties, and those are ghost fragments. You can see that I have 4 down below. You can see how many you have. They max out at 20, but they hang out in your inventory right here, so those will no longer be here. Sadness. I'm going to miss those little guys. And you can use those just to purchase your weekly wanted bounties. The final thing that's leaving the Tangled Shore is, unfortunately, one of my favorite quests from the Shattered Throne, and it really is, it's really going to take some of the depth and mystery out of the game to remove this, because a lot of people still haven't gotten this weapon, and I love Sherpaing people through the Shattered Throne. But I believe now, they've changed it since I got it under Forsaken, but with the Wish Under quest, I believe you pick it up from Petra. And then, as we did before, you go through the Shattered Throne, you get to Zhurido right after the Ogre fight, and that begins the quest. That used to be where we picked the quest up. We didn't pick up another step beforehand. So once you get that quest, you can just exit out of the Shattered Throne, come right here in Fourhorn Gulch, and you'll see a flag with the question mark quest. I can't see it because I've already done it. There's the entrance up to Fourhorn. You just come over to the right side, and you have the question mark quest. And in that, you will get the dreaming tokens of Eravix, Quirum, and Zavoth. I don't know if I'm saying them all correctly, but there are 3 bosses in that quest that you fight. Currently, there is a lure from the Season of the Hunt. The cave is over there where you go for the Wish Under quest. And it's just an amazing quest. It's gorgeous. I will put the link to that and some other lore videos or playthrough videos below so you guys can actually see how these things are applied and where they fit in. It's such a great quest. It's really sad that it's going away. It really takes away from the game for people like me that some of Bungie's best content is being sunset. And it was content that we were only allowed to play once unless we helped other people. It's really a shame. If you haven't done the Wish Under quest, highly recommend. You must get it done. Yes, there are content creators like me who will help out with it. The next thing that's going away are the ritual weapon quests, and we have 4 from the last year, starting with Adored. If you do not have this gun in your collections, earn it. Don't waste Spoils of Conquest, or whatever the heck they're called, from raids. Try to purchase this from the ATM machine by the vault. We'll actually go over that in a minute. Man, English is hard. I can't remember what anything's called. Get this done. Go into strikes. It's easiest. Go in with a fire team of 3, so they'll let you just farm a lost sector out. Like, they can AFK and drink some beer while you're getting your kills. The next quest weapon that's going away is Salvager's Salvo. It's the quest that's going away, not the weapon. Again, earn it. Strikes are the easiest way. If you like Gambit, like you actually are one of those 5 people who really likes Gambit, go use it in Gambit. It's great. Pop on chain reaction for more kills. Null Composure is hot, and if you're actually going through the season without this weapon, you're a little cray-cray. This thing is being used for major DPS in raids, and it's also being used in PvP. Finish this quest. It's totally worth having, and it's a great void option for a fusion rifle. Ascendancy is the final ritual weapon. So we have 4 ritual weapons because you get 1 per season. This quest is also going away. Complete this. There's so many good rocket launchers right now that you could use to complete this quest without really thinking too hard about it. Also, the one thing I noticed about this, I want to note this weapon is a steaming hot pile of trash when you use chain reaction, which is really sad because chain reaction is amazing. I didn't like it until I used explosive light. So when you do get it, use explosive light. I think technically this is going to be nerfed next season because of what Bungie is doing with orbs. Next season, we will put out some build videos because we're going to have to change our builds because they're so focused around orbs of power. Sadness. But finish this one as well. If you don't finish your weapon quest, they will be available at the... I have my display turned off. The Monuments of Lost Lights. This is where you come to buy weapons from quests that have been sunset, which is why those ritual weapons will be there. Note, if you completed Forsaken and you don't have all of the exotics, right click on this and you will have, I believe, 3 tokens that you can pick up. And when you go back into it, you can purchase the weapons that you don't have, 3 of them. Now, if you do have all the exotics like I did, there will be an Ascendant Shard here, a golf ball, that you can purchase. You can purchase up to 3. Do that. Don't waste that opportunity. You must get those. The last thing related to the ritual weapons, and I don't know if you can still get them. I think they were quests with the previous ones, but with this season's ritual weapon, I don't have it here because I already earned it. It's part of the rank ups. Once you reset Zavala and Shax and Drifter, I think twice, you can rank up again. And in this spot, you're going to have this season's ornament for this season's ritual weapon. And I believe it's Ascendancy. Yeah, it's Ascendancy. So make sure you rank up and get those ornaments if you want them. On to seasonal content that's being sunset, and if you look, most of the stuff on this list is seasonal content, so you really don't have to worry too much about making sure you are okay with losing all this stuff. So with Season of the Hunt, it says Season of the Hunt because we're losing all of the activities that go with this, and it really encompasses everything down here. So we have the CRYPTOLITH lure, the recon data, the lure mutation finder, and the lure mods. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Let me show you what we have here. If you go into your quest bucket and you played this season, you'll have the CRYPTOLITH lure right here. And the mods, let me get rid of my face here. The mods are what you slot down here. So of course these are going to go away with the lure. You have no need for these, so it's no problem that this is going away. And the lure mutation finder, I don't know what that is. That might be something that we used to start the season, but it's no big deal. And then finally with the recon data, that is actually in your collections right there, recon data. I strongly suggest coming to Crow on the Tangled Shore the day before the season ends, so you can come up to Crow and just turn in your recon data. And the reason why is because you can get some pretty cool stuff here. I don't have enough to turn in something because I do it every week. But just make sure you collect all of your powerfuls and that you turn in all of your currencies so you can get whatever weapons are left. And there are some really good weapons that you can get from this season, and we'll go over that in another video. The final thing that's going away from Season of the Hunt is the Unclaimed Lightbearer, which is a transmission from Osiris. Now, the thing I don't like about this going away is that it's actual lore. And I don't like when they remove lore from the game and little artifacts like this, little relics from our past. It's pretty sad, but that will just magically disappear from wherever you're storing it when Witch Queen drops. Sadness. Look at how small our list has gotten. This has gotten so easy. All we have left is seasonal content. So Season of the Chosen, we have the Bell of Conquest, Cabal Gold, Cabal Runes, Challenger Medallions, the Hammer of Proving, the Imperial Access Code, and the Intercepted Distress Signal. This is all stuff that is used to advance you through the season and to let you pick which weapons you want to earn. So if you go again into your quest bucket, you will see the Legacy Hammer of Proving. This is going away, and we have the Challenger Medallions right here. Let me pop this one on here. And I think this is... Okay, and these are Cabal Runes. So those are 3 things right there that are going away. You need Cabal Gold in order to slot a rune into the hammer, and the gold is... Where is it? Oh, the gold doesn't even end up in your inventory. It's just like this magical ethereal thing that just kind of is there. And yeah, I mean, you can see how much you have just by hovering over it. I have 8 and it requires 14. The Imperial Access Code is probably something that is used to advance you through the seasonal content, through the storyline. And the Intercepted Distress Signal, ooh, I don't know what that is, but it might be this right here. If you are still working through Season of the Chosen content, it is done through the war room, through the war table right here. And the max rank you can get is 22, which is kind of funny. Make sure you grab your ship and your emblem. This will never show as being acquired because you can get as many emblems as you want. Make sure you're checking in every week and getting your elemental well mods. And then this is the system that you level up through if you're still working through this content. So it's just like all the other seasons. And basically, it's all just going to disappear. No skin off your back. Just make sure you farm the weapons before they disappear. Season of the Splicer, we have the Ether. Now, again, this isn't really something that you keep in collections. Whenever you shoot something and you have that wispy stuff coming at you, that's Ether. It's not the purple stuff in the Astral Alignment activity. All Ether used to be the wispy white stuff. And then they changed it, which is kind of sad. But I think they were trying to make it more obvious to people that you had to shoot it. The key code will also go away, as will the decrypted data, the corrupted data, the corrupted key code, and the Splicer Gauntlet. Now, this is the season where farming seasonal weapons got a lot better, so I just want to go over this stuff really fast. So we have, in our quest bucket, we have the Splicer Gauntlet. Absolutely keep using this thing. Every time you can max out at 300 ether. And as you can see, this is where you see how much ether you have. It's the first number. And you put key codes in by clicking on it. We're just going to do them all. And honestly, max this out so you can keep getting ether. And then you can just farm a bunch of overrides. And what the key code does is it lets you open up the second chest. There's 2 chests at the end of an override, so you get 2 chances for rewards. Now, if you noticed, these are the key codes that you buy with the ether. And the decrypted data is going to be in your inventory. Decrypted data is what you use to focus engrams. I can't talk. Let me show you that. Decrypted data is in your inventory, and it's what you use to focus engrams. So when you come to this main room and up to this table, hello, you have to get really close and personal to activate it. You can go to the Season of the Splicer and right-click on it if you're on PC, and you can use decrypted data. You can see everything has decrypted data. You can use decrypted data to focus your engrams. So if I want... I'm still working on getting a... I don't even know what my god roll is, honestly, for these weapons, for the grenade launcher and the Chroma Rush auto rifle, but I can use decrypted data to buy that. The final currency is the corrupted key code. Don't waste these. You can use them to open the chest at the end of the corrupted expunge missions. Now, I went to Europa here. If you want to farm a bunch of these really fast, the easiest and the fastest one is the corrupted Tartarus. And it automatically defaults to corrupted for me instead of the normal. I don't know if it's like that for everyone. And I would recommend doing that for everything. I'll get in each week whenever I want to farm for seasonal weapons and just blow through the currencies of everything until I can't farm for weapons and seasonal activities anymore. When you come into the Splicer room, you also can grab all of the messages by coming up to this and interacting with it. You can see that I just got a message. You can see the subtitles at the end of the screen. I can't remember if there are triumphs for this or not. And I think you can just keep pressing E on it to cycle through every single message from the season for this particular room. And then finally, again, before you log off for the end of the year, right before Witch Queen comes out, come to the servitor. You continue to earn rank up packages at the servitor by doing overrides. So as long as you're playing Season of the Splicer stuff, make sure you keep coming in and grabbing your rank up packages. Even if you don't want the weapons, guys, these are legendary shards when you break them down. Like, do not waste the opportunity to get your currency. Right clicking on this will give you all your rank up packages to make this season way easier too. And finally, Season of the Lost is the last of the group of stuff that's going away, and we are losing Parallax Trajectory and the Strand of Nobility, which is part of the Ager's Scepter quest. That's pretty easy. Like, they kept this season simple, which is how it should always be. So, when you come down here, you can get your messages from interacting with this little dude right here. And if you want to cycle through all the messages, you have to listen to one, go to orbit, come back, listen to the next one, go to orbit, come back. If you've been playing all of the content and you're caught up, you're still waiting for one message and you haven't completed the triumph. We think we're going to get that message the last 2 weeks of this season. This is where you interact with the season content. This is the Wayfinder's Compass. And this is where you rank it up right here. This one, I'm rank 30. I can't remember if I'm still ranking this up or not, but being as how this is at 0, I'm kind of thinking this doesn't rank up anymore. But check in every now and again. You might still get rank up packages. Make sure you are grabbing all of your elemental well mods. I can't stress that enough. Get your mods. Right down here, you can see the coins, the parallax trajectory. That is the material that we use to rank up engrams at that same table that we did with splicers. So again, make sure you're ranking these up. These cap at 3,000. So whenever these cap at 3,000, even if I'm doing other activities, I'll rank up my engrams just to make sure I keep getting this. And you want to make sure all of the dark purple engrams are focused, that you've converted these to something you want before the season ends. Or you can carry these over to next season. And honestly, if you do get all of your god rolls, if you get all your god rolls for your weapons and you're done farming seasonal content, I would recommend filling up all 10 of these slots with deep purple engrams. I'm not even kidding. Take them with you to next season because you're going to want them. One little Easter egg before we go away from the Season of the Lost stuff and proceed with the video is this whole area is going away. To our knowledge, I believe they said Mara's going to be going somewhere else. Now, there's something someone noticed at the beginning of the season, and if you did the Wishfinder quest and you have done all the Dreaming City stuff, you know about shooting the eggs around the Dreaming City and in the Shattered Throne with the Wish Ender bow. And one thing we noticed early on in the season is that there's a taken egg right there, a taken dragon egg. Do you see that black and white thing straight back? That's an egg that you shoot with the Wish Ender bow to get stuff. It acts like a cache, like a chest that you open. This might be something that we interact with the last 2 weeks of the season. And we'll find out. I mean, we'll find out soon enough. Y'all can come back and tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comment section. But I can't wait to find out what we do with that. This has to be something that we interact with. If we don't, Bungie failed. They just failed. So we'll see. Another thing to remember is that if an activity is not going to be around next season, then neither are its bounties. Make sure you delete or at least claim all of your Season of the Splicer, Season of the Lost bounties. Those will disappear when the Witch Queen drops. If you're fairly new to Destiny or you've never gotten a title before, you may be unfamiliar with the ritual that we have to go through at the end of every season. It was introduced with Shadowkeep when expiration dates on content was also introduced. Go into your character screen, click on Triumphs, and look for the titles that you haven't claimed yet. So we have VidMaster here. It's blinking. It's got the teal outline. That means we haven't claimed it yet. You have to click on it to accept your reward, and then click on it again to equip it. So when you have that green check mark, it is yours permanently. If you don't do this, there is a chance that you could lose your progress and your title when season reset occurs. If you'd like to support this channel, liking and commenting on the videos tells YouTube to share these videos with others who may find them useful. If you'd like to provide monetary support to help keep this channel up and running, visit my locals and subscribe star communities.